Hello, folks. Welcome to Business Spotlight. You know, the leisure and hospitality industry is notoriously competitive and extremely demanding. You constantly have to be innovating. My guest today is the co-founder of Riverside Hub in Northampton, probably the region's most successful leisure destination for children and parents. I'm delighted to welcome today the co-founder of Riverside Hub, Ellis Potter. It's great to see you, Ellis. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me on. It's great to be here.
And I absolutely love that setting. That just completely sums up what you're
I thought you might like this. This is our winter room. It's one of our party rooms here at the Hub. So it's a bit of a twinkly backdrop.
Let's dive straight in. Tell me, I'm really intrigued, Ellis. The business has been going for quite a while now and it's extremely successful. Can you share the story behind how you come to start this business?
We're 10 years in this year, actually. It's our 10-year anniversary in August. And it's basically like a lot of businesses, really. We saw a gap in the market. Myself and my wife, Valentina, were both parents. We had 2 young girls. And we just couldn't find anywhere decent to take the girls in our area. The places that were around were just awful, frankly. And we thought, surely this could be better. We could do this better than this. And we came up with a few ideas of our own, bounced things around. And after a good long time of umming and ahhing, we went for it.
It's been a brilliant success story, Ellis. And, you know, as a parent myself, you've saved my Sundays on many, many occasions. Can you, I'm sure though, you know, it's not all been straightforward, right? Can you tell me some of the biggest challenges that you've faced in getting your business up and running over the last 10 years?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously the ultimate challenge is getting it up and running from a starting scratch, from never having done this kind of thing before. It's a big leap. And most people were supportive. Some people were wary, but we believed that it was going to work. And we really went for it, jumped all in, as they say, and went at it. Obviously, the biggest hurdle we've faced since being open has been COVID, but everyone's in leisure and hospitality has been through the same problems as us, and we're still here.
You've got a big team. You've got over 100 people in your team as well. So managing all of them through COVID must have been very challenging.
It's very, very difficult because we didn't know, like anybody else. We were just watching the news and just learning everything from what the government were coming out with on a day-to-day basis. We didn't know, you know, a time frame or what was going to happen. It was quite scary at times and a bit mentally tough, just being closed for 10 months, unable to trade. Because normally as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, it's down to us. We make the decisions and the business lives or dies through our decisions. But when those decisions are taken away from you and it's out of your hands, it's not a nice feeling.
You've built a fantastically loyal customer base and a very big one. People travel far and wide to come to you. How did you build that strong customer base and such a strong brand in a really competitive industry? Just
by trying to be authentic and just constant reinvestment. The changes in the last 10 years here have been huge, and we've got more massive changes coming this year. Just quite mad, in fact, but we love that. It's our passion. We love leisure. We see things, we come up with ideas, and we want to make them happen. And people like that. They buy into that. They like the fact that if you visit 2-3 times a year, each time you come, there's something new.
Because innovation and creativity, especially you talk a lot about imaginative play, which I absolutely love. How do you foster that culture of innovation and creativity in your business?
Basically, my wife, in a nutshell, is what you'd probably call a creative genius. She dreams all these things up, and I kind of have to sort of ration them down into what's practical and affordable and realistic. I mean, she could literally come up with an idea a minute. So we discuss between ourselves what's going to work, what isn't going to work, what we can do. And then we've got a great team here of techie guys and carpenters and electricians that can build these things, make them happen. Some things we'll buy, things that we've seen around the world at leisure exhibitions, etc. We'll buy. Some things we'll just dream up and build ourselves.
And you know, we talked a little bit about COVID. I'm sure it's not been all a bed of roses. Has there been a pivotal moment or other pivotal moments or decisions that have significantly impacted on the growth of the business, either positively or negatively?
Yeah, positively. We got a heads up from our accountant a good few years back. There was going to be a competitor opening up in the area. So we thought, blimey, we don't want, we don't want stiff competition here. So we're going to raise our game. So we really heavily reinvested. We bought a carousel and we built a laser tag arena. We really, really went for a massive 6-figure investment just to be as good as we possibly could be. And that helped us really in be a bit more of a destination location. So now people travel from further afield. It's not unusual for people to come from London, Birmingham, all over England. So it's the better you are, the bigger you reach. So it's working.
And you've got lots of big stuff coming on the horizon. We'll talk about that in a minute. But there must have been some setbacks. There must have been failures. How do you handle that? And what lessons do you learn from them?
Fail fast, I think, is the saying, isn't it? Just if something's not working, you've got to pull the plug on it quickly and get it working, because the overhead here, as you say, over 100 people, and just the electricity bill, for example, has just rocketed. So now we've got solar all over the roof, and we're just trying to be more resilient, more year round. But you've just got to keep on it all the time. You can't just let it be and just and move off. You've got to be constantly focused, day to day, week to week, month to month, to make sure you're going in the right direction.
And Ellis, look, your energy is really infectious. It's kind of jumping through the screen. You open 7 days a week. You're a husband too, and a busy father. How on earth do you maintain a work-life balance, and how do you avoid burnout?
My wife and I, we just love it. It's our passion. We've just kind of bought into it fully, and great management's the key. I mean, we've got so many different roles here that we have to get good people in those roles. A fantastic general manager, great duty managers. The guys on the floor enjoy it. They can see that people really appreciate coming, and it's a nice atmosphere. It's just got a nice buzz about the place, and that helps other people to take the burden off us. But for us personally, my wife and I, we have to be able to get ourselves out every now and again. But even then, to be honest with you, it's just a busman's holiday. We'll go to Disney World and we'll be looking at things and trying to learn bits, and we never switch off.
You've been a fabulous success story. Can you share for other people who are watching the effective marketing and growth strategies that have worked well for you and your business? Just
trying to be authentic, really. Just we never hide from the fact that we're a small family business that's trying to do good. We give away a lot of things that just at the moment we've got to give away a whole load of paints that we're going to give away to local preschools and nurseries. We try to keep it local, try to do good for the community, because it's about creating something that everyone can be proud of, and people can think, I'm lucky to have this in my area, because I think the people of Northampton sort of take it for granted that all play centres are like this, when it's not quite like that. But the guys that come from further afield think, wow, can you? And they often say, can you build one of these near me? And I'm like, no, I've got enough on. I'm just too busy.
So look, let's dive into that a little bit further. You've talked a lot about effectively word of mouth strategies there and kind of building a reputation. What role has having and building networks and strong relationships had on your entrepreneurial journey?
The indoor leisure sector is quite chatty. We're not a closed shop. So there's various associations like the Association of Indoor Play, where pretty much all the indoor play operators around the country will meet up at various places and chat, and we'll talk about how things are going, what's working, what's not working. We're quite open, so you can learn from other people's mistakes, and try not to make those yourself, and pass on advice, what works for you, what doesn't. Constant being on top of it, making sure that we're doing the best we can.
So let's talk about that a little bit more, because it's all about constant innovation in your business. There's always something new, right? And it's the thing that's the magnet that draws people back. How do you stay ahead of, how do you anticipate the industry trends and the technologies that's going to help you to remain competitive?
Just by constantly seeing what's out there. We're off to Singapore in a few days for a play, sort of leisure exhibition out there, to see what's in the Far East. Any ideas, any things we can grab and bring over. A lot of things we just dream up ourselves, and sometimes we'll be inspired, if you like, from other things that we see, and sort of swipe and deplete, if you like. But constant innovation all the time. How can we improve it? If something's wearing out, because in indoor play things do wear out. You've got to replace it with something better. Don't just replace it with the same. What's the point? People aren't going to notice. If you replace it with something different or something better, then it's a win.
Yeah, constantly staying close to your marketplace. Look, one more question then, Ellis. I'm really intrigued. It's been an amazing journey. If you kind of casted your mind back though and think about everything that you've learned, what words of wisdom would you share with other business owners or people that are looking to start a business?
No matter what industry you're in, or no matter what business you're trying to start or develop, you've got to always have a contrasting sounding board. Someone else who's probably not got any skin in the game, if you like, or just someone to be a devil's advocate, just to give you that opposite view, because sometimes you can go down these little rabbit holes of thinking, oh yeah, that's going to work, that's going to work, that's going to work. And it might not do. So you just need someone else just to give you that opposing view to make sure that it is the right thing. That's what we do often. We'll often, bicker like husband and wife about what's working, what isn't working, and we'll get there in the end. But you've got to go through those ups and downs in the journey to get to what works.
You've been an absolutely fantastic success story. Whatever you're doing is clearly working between the two of you. So massive congratulations. And Ellis, thank you so much for coming and joining us today. It's been a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Folks, if you'd like to come and join us on Business Spotlight and share your business journey, we'd love to interview you. Just comment apply below and we'll get in touch and fix an interview with you. Until next time, thanks for joining.